Hi, so I am going to change things up today. I am going to pull one card from the Rider Waite deck by Pamela Coleman Smith and Arthur Waite for all the signs, for all the elements. So that would be Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, water, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, and air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. So I'm going to pull one card specifically for the energy for the day, which is today, the 21st of July, 2023. So the cards have been shuffled, and I mean a lot. So I have cleansed the cards, I've shuffled the cards, and I'm going to shuffle in between each reading for each sign. Now don't forget, I'm only pulling one card, so this will be the energy for the whole day. Okay, so for the earth signs, the card that I pulled is the Ten of Cups. Now the Ten of Cups talks about relationships, and it talks about fulfillment in relationships. It talks about establishing human connections with other people. So today, perhaps you are going to be meeting people who are going to become your clan. They are going to become your connection, your group. You feel like you belong. You feel like you're one of them. You have the same beliefs, the same ideologies, the same ideas. Perhaps these are people that you work with. But today you may be going to a celebration. It could be a family celebration or to a celebration for a group of people that feel like family to you. This could be people from work. This could be friends. Could be co-workers. It could be people in your community. Maybe you have joined a group. Maybe you have joined a club. And so this is your connection to that outside world, okay? But you're bringing in more people into your circle. You're bringing in a solid connection to other people. Now, there may be people that are from a past connection that are coming into your life today to help you celebrate in some way. But it does talk about formalization of some type of group or club or connection that you are having today, the 21st of July, 2023. So it could also stand for a new relationship coming into your life, and that new relationship may bring a new group of people into your circle of energy. It could be, it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a partnership. It could be a business partnership that you're joining with someone else, and they're going to bring in other people into your circle of energy. And indeed, for the earth signs, it has been saying lately in the readings that you have felt excluded. You have felt like you were on the outside looking in. And now, on the 21st of July, today, you are feeling that connection solidify to other people and is giving you a sense of confidence as you're moving forward. So let's see what we have for the water signs, which would be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So let us... one more shuffle just for good times. Okay. So the card that I pulled for you is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign, and you are a water sign. But this is someone in your circle of energy, perhaps a friend or a family member, someone who is feeling tired. They're feeling pessimistic. They're feeling like exhausted. They need a break. They need a break from all the stress in their life, okay? Now, this person is perhaps dealing with fears. They're dealing with fears of intimacy, of friendship, of love, okay? It's someone who is perhaps had a rough go of it when it comes to love relationships. Now, this also could be someone who's overworked, and they're scared to take time off work because they have this fear of poverty. They're worried about being homeless. They're worried about not having enough money to survive from month to month, okay? Now, this person is terrified of losing security. Now, you know, water signs, this could be a semblance of things that are happening in your persona, in your personality, where maybe you are feeling a fear of poverty or poverty thinking, where you're holding on to everything. But this could be someone that is displaying these traits, whether it be you or whether it be someone who's close to you. Now, this person may interact with you, and they may ask you for help, they may ask you for advice. And if it's the other way around, indeed, they will be offering you that help or that advice, but they may put conditions on their help, okay? So be aware of that. That is what's taking place today. So whether it's you that needs the help or whether it's someone in your circle of energy that needs the help, know that there is, or there has to be, an equal give and take in this circumstance or in this situation. Okay, so let's move on to the fire signs and see what we get from the fire signs. So I've been getting a lot of messages from the spirit realm lately, and the only way to get the messages out and to know what's taking place is if I actively initiate a reading for you. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do this every day for the next week, just to see what kind of information, what kind of readings are coming about, what these messages are that are so important that need to be given out ASAP, okay? So the card that I pulled for you, sorry, my hands are dry, is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles would be an earth sign individual, okay? That would be a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus. Now, this is someone who is trying to prove themselves in some capacity in the outside world, and they're always looking for acknowledgement, and maybe they're turning to you to get that acknowledgement. But this could be you. Maybe this is you. Maybe this is you and you're looking for that acknowledgement. Perhaps you've been working your ass off and now you're looking for someone to kind of pat you on the back and say, yes, we notice that indeed you are working hard. And that's what's taking place here. Now, maybe you're trying to prove your worth or your competence, but you're getting bogged down in the details. Perhaps you're even being too rigid or too insistent on those minute details, okay? But it does talk about you wanting to move forward in some way in your life and wanting to establish a more solid foundation in your life. Now, I'm not even sure if I said this was for the fire signs. So this would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So perhaps you're going to be looking for work elsewhere. Maybe you're not happy at the job you're in. Maybe you're not feeling accomplished at the job you're in. Maybe you're not getting the accolades or perhaps the pay raises that you think you deserve. And so you're looking elsewhere for work. You're trying to find a more stable foundation in order to move forward in your life. But it does talk about you getting involved in a new job. However, sorry, the light is kind of, you're getting involved in a new job, but there are going to be obstacles. And those obstacles very well may be that you're having to take an extra course or you're having to up your skills in some way, okay? You're having to upgrade or take more courses in order to be noticed for this position. But it does say to be very, very careful, be very vigilant in looking at the details in paperwork or in your resume. If you're applying for a job, make sure that the qualifications that they're stating that they're looking for are definitely spelled out in your resume. But it does talk about you moving forward and moving into perhaps a new field of study or new job. It does talk about possibly someone from the past. A connection that you have to the past is going to help you move forward into a new job or a new circumstance. Maybe you're going to move in with someone. Maybe you're going to move in with someone who's going to help you on that next step in that new journey that you're taking or that new job or that new employment opportunity. So that's what's taking place today for the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries for the 21st of July, 2023. Next one, let's get into the air signs and see what the air signs. Now the air signs are they're in a very mental headspace this month, okay? And I've noticed that right across the board. And when I've been doing your readings for the air signs, I'm finding that you're thinking things over. You're really narrowly focused on things that are taking place in your life, and you're focused on them to the point where you want change. You want to initiate change in your life, and you're looking at your life in depth, and you're looking at what you need to change in order to move forward. So let us see what I can do, what I can pull up for the air signs. And the air signs would be, I want to make sure I don't mess it up, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. So let's do a little bit of a shuffle here. I shuffle in between picking every one of the cards so that I can put all the cards back in case there's a double message, right? So that's important. Okay, let's cut the deck. Let's see. So the card that I pulled for you is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess talks about you being very strongly attracted to mysticism. Now think about this. You're watching a tarot card channel. So indeed, I believe this may be true. Perhaps you're using your intuitive senses in order to move forward in some endeavor or some circumstance in your life. Now it does point to perhaps unrealistic expectations about love or connection to another person, okay? And maybe someone in your life doesn't believe or have the same spiritual beliefs that you have. And so there's a little bit of obstacles there to that relationship solidifying. So perhaps if someone doesn't have the same belief system as you, perhaps you're having a hard time to connect with that person, okay? Now, it does talk about possibly someone in your life, sorry, I don't know if you can see that, someone in your life who's spending more time perhaps at work, or perhaps with their friends, and they're not spending time with you. They're not focused on your energies. They're not focused on their connection to you, and that is bothering you in some way. That is creating obstacles in your relationship with that person. But it also talks about overindulgence. Perhaps that's going to create problems psychologically or physically in your mind. Now, it does talk about you're focused inward, you're focused on what you want in your life. And this connection to this other person is shaky. And so you're wanting to solidify it. But it does talk about you looking for patterns in your life, looking for the hidden meanings, okay? You almost have this bent on the psychology of things. You're kind of like, you're more interested in why someone does something, okay? In the reasoning behind it, than in the fact that they actually did something. So perhaps you are, and it even talks about there being a lot of problems in your circle of energy, in your home environment. And perhaps, there's going to be problems because you're going to kind of bend. You're going to kind of bend to somebody else's wishes. You're going to do something that you don't agree with. And here's the big thing, and this is the big word for today, the 21st of July, 2023. Just because you love someone, just because you care about somebody, just because you have a connection to somebody, doesn't mean that you're their battering ram, or doesn't give them the right to treat you like you're not important, to not respect your feelings and what you need and what you want in your life. What is going to help you become strong and healthy. And that is the focus for today, the 21st of July, for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So I don't know if these messages got out to the people that they were meant to get out to, because this is a general reading. And some people tune in to the tarot channels and some people don't. So whoever does find this message, know that this message is meant for you. So I shall see you tomorrow. Namaste. Bye-bye.